it'll be at least another week before Spokane's prosecutor rules whether an officer-involved shooting that killed a Spokane Valley businessman was justified. Major crimes detectives want to look at some new potential evidence in the case before the prosecutors announce if Deputy Brian Hirzel broke any laws during the incident. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is live at the courthouse. Jeff, what are investigators concerned about?
Well, Robin, it is a more detailed timeline of what deputies did the night of the shooting, and now that will briefly delay the prosecutor's decision. However, if Steve Tucker made a ruling today based on what he knows right now, it's likely he would find Deputy Hirzel's actions regrettable, but not criminal.
This is a true tragedy. This is a pastor of a church. His congregation loved him. He should not be dead. But whether there's a law where somebody should be held accountable on that comes to me, and that's a tough question. It's a tough question.
Even if Steve Tucker wanted to charge Deputy Brian Hirzel in connection with Scott Creach's death, his legal options are severely limited.
And then from there we go to the law, the statutes, and the Revised Code of Washington to see if it's a justifiable homicide, or if it's an excusable homicide, or if it is murder, manslaughter, if there's negligence involved.
Tucker needs hard evidence that Hirzel willfully broke the law. And even though the Creach family and the news media has uncovered unflattering information about Hirzel's past, the prosecutor is focusing solely on what happened in the seconds before the shooting.
I need to know what happened in the shooting, what the physical evidence looks like, and what brought that shooting on and what happened.
Even by Deputy Hirzel's account, Scott Creach had tucked his pistol back in his waistband just before he was shot. But prosecutors feel Creach was still armed and still a threat to the deputy's safety and subject to the use of deadly force.
You put down the gun, put your hands up, you get arrested, whatever, but you don't fight it right then. A confrontation between guns is not good, and this would not have happened.
Creach's family insists the shooting would have never happened if the deputy had not come onto their property unannounced and uninvited in an unmarked police car. They blame Hirzel for creating the situation that led to Mr. Creach's death.
There was never any allowance for identification, never any allowance of okay, this is the property owner and he's coming out to check on his stuff. He was just shot and killed.
Tucker says barring the discovery of any new information relevant to Deputy Hirzel's use of deadly force, he'll announce his decision about the shooting on Tuesday. Reporting live at the Public Safety Building, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.